What if the color of your eyes reveals more than genetics? What if it whispers secrets about your personality, your pain tolerance, even how you experience the world? There's a reason strangers comment on eye color, a reason certain shades feel magnetic while others feel familiar. Science is uncovering connections between the pigment in your iris and the wiring in your brain. And what researchers are finding might completely change how you see yourself and everyone around you. This isn't folklore. It's biology meeting psychology in ways we're only beginning to understand. Your eye color is determined by melanin levels in your iris, controlled by multiple genes. But here's where it gets fascinating. Those same genetic factors that control pigmentation are linked to neural development. Psychologists studying the connection find that melanin doesn't just affect appearance, it influences neurotransmitter function, pain sensitivity, even behavioral tendencies. Researchers have discovered correlations between eye color and personality traits that go beyond coincidence. What looks like superstition is actually genetic clustering. People with similar eye colors often share similar neurological patterns. The pigment in your eyes is connected to the same biological systems that shape how you think and feel. Here's the paradox. We want to believe we're unique individuals, yet we share traits with millions who have our same eye color. We resist being categorized, yet science keeps finding patterns. Brown-eyed people tend toward certain characteristics. Blue-eyed individuals cluster around others. Green eyes correlate with specific tendencies. If you've ever felt weirdly connected to people with your same eye color or noticed personality similarities, you're not imagining it. The world says eye color is just appearance. Biology whispers it's connected to everything. We live in a culture that dismisses physical traits as superficial. Eye color is just cosmetic, we're told. But what if reductionist thinking misses deeper truths? What if the same genes creating pigmentation also influence temperament? Scientists studying genetics find that traits don't exist in isolation. The genes affecting melanin production also impact dopamine regulation, stress response, alcohol tolerance. What if your eye color isn't predicting your personality, it's just correlated with the same genetic package that does? The world insists it's meaningless. Research suggests look deeper. These patterns begin before birth. The same genetic instructions creating iris pigmentation are simultaneously wiring neural pathways. Maybe brown-eyed babies receive genetic instructions that also influence pain tolerance and social bonding. Maybe blue-eyed infants get paired instructions affecting light sensitivity and risk-taking tendencies. Over development, these correlations strengthen. By adulthood, people with similar eye colors often share surprising similarities, not because the color causes the traits, but because both come from the same genetic code source. The eye color is just the visible marker of the invisible wiring underneath. But here's the truth. People with darker eyes often show higher pain tolerance, stronger leadership tendencies, and greater trustworthiness in studies. Research on melanin shows it's linked to faster neuroconnections and different neurotransmitter levels. Their darker eyes aren't causing these traits, they're just the visible sign of the genetic package that does. Studies find brown-eyed people are perceived as more dominant and reliable, but the gift becomes stereotype when we assume all brown-eyed people are the same, ignoring individual variation within these broad patterns. Psychologists call them phenotype correlations. It begins with one study finding blue-eyed people have higher pain sensitivity, then another finding they're more likely to be introverted, another showing they consume more alcohol on average. The correlations accumulate. Soon we're creating profiles. Blue eyes mean this, brown eyes mean that. But correlation isn't causation. These patterns exist, but they're tendencies, not destinies. The danger is when we mistake statistical likelihood for individual certainty. In evolutionary terms, different eye colors emerged in different environments. Northern climates favored lighter eyes adapted to low light. Southern regions kept darker pigmentation for sun protection. But these adaptations came bundled with other traits. The genes that lightened eyes also affected other systems. Natural selection chose packages, not isolated features. Modern humans carry these ancient packages. Your eye color is an evolutionary artifact revealing which genetic bundle your ancestors carried. It's not determining who you are, it's hinting at tendencies you might carry. The path forward isn't using eye color to box people in. It's understanding these correlations exist while recognizing individual variation. That might mean acknowledging, yes, studies show blue-eyed people tend toward X, but that doesn't mean every blue-eyed person is X. The correlation is real, the stereotype is dangerous. It means staying curious about patterns while respecting exceptions, using science to understand tendencies while never using it to limit individuals. Why do these correlations exist? Because genes work in clusters, not in isolation. The instruction "create blue eyes" is packaged with other instructions affecting neurology, hormone levels, sensory processing. Psychologists studying behavioral genetics explain that what we call personality is partly genetic architecture. Your eye color isn't causing your traits, it's just the most visible piece of a larger genetic puzzle that includes invisible neural wiring, chemical balances, and predispositions you'll never see in a mirror. Here's what matters. People with each eye color bring different strengths. Brown eyes correlate with leadership and pain tolerance. Blue eyes with creativity and introspection. Green eyes with balance and intensity. Hazel eyes with adaptability. These aren't rigid rules, they're statistical tendencies that help us understand human diversity. The most powerful people understand their own patterns while refusing to be limited by them. They use self-knowledge as a tool, not a cage. What's your eye color really saying about you? That you carry a specific genetic package with tendencies and predispositions, that you might share surprising similarities with others who share your shade, that biology influences behavior in ways we're still discovering. But also this, you're not determined by your pigmentation. The path forward is holding both truths. Your eye color correlates with real patterns, and you're still an individual capable of defying every statistical tendency. When you finally understand that your eyes reveal possibilities, not destinies, you stop letting them define you. You start letting them inform you. That's not limitation. That's wisdom, wearing the color it was born with.